Hello all. Hello. How is everyone? Hey everybody, how's everybody doing tonight, this evening, or daytime, or wherever you are? I don't know where you are, but hope everybody's doing well. Hey Heather, how are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Awesome. Hanging in there. Just plugging along as always, coming into this fall season. So
I,
had a
you know,
long
I've been
weekend
I've been wanting to ask you, when was the last time you saw the grandkids? How have they been?
this weekend.
Was it is it coming
Yeah.
up, or you just saw them?
Oh, we just saw them. It was on the
That's
long weekend. So
awesome.
yeah, that's cool. And you? I don't want to bring this up, but
No, we don't bring it up. Yeah. No, I haven't
yeah.
seen them in a long time. It's just
Well,
over a year now. So yeah,
that stinks. That's a shame.
that's what happens when you live 1,000 miles away.
Jealous.
So
I
yeah,
know. I know.
always jealous.
So tell us out there, hey folks, country, city, state, where you from? Who's out there tonight, today,
Well, we got
whatever.
Jolin.
Hey,
Joy,
Jolene, how are
you'll be
you?
surprised to know she's in South Carolina. And we got Bill
Member.
joining
Oh,
us as
another
well.
member.
He's
Got another
he's in
member.
Ca- is in Canada, but it
Ah,
looks like California. So
yes, it's true.
we got
Another
Ron.
Canadian.
Yeah, Ron, who's another Canadian. That's right.
All the
That's right.
Canadians in the house. There we go.
That's right.
There you go. Awesome.
And Dr. Stewart has joined us. Hello, Stewart. How are you? Hope you're doing well
Hello.
today.
Yes, Bonnie, Scotland. How about
We
that?
got Bob
Bellevue, Washington.
in Washington,
Nice.
72 and sunny. He always has to rub that in because we're having a
I
heat
know.
wave. Like
Hmm.
when I say we're having a heat wave in Arizona, this is dangerous. Do you understand what I'm saying?
True.
I'm not being
True.
silly. I'm not being
I
silly.
know.
It's
I know.
dangerously bad. Anyway, Monrovia, CA, not Canada,
That's right.
California.
That's right.
That's right. The High
There is
Richards.
a
That's made it.
difference.
Finally,
Finally
what
got
a
a day.
day, Andrew
Mm.
says. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
California. California's dying because they don't have air conditioning in a lot of
True.
places over there. So,
True.
hey, you know what? I was just thinking about
Oh,
this one.
Miss Eileen. Hey, Miss
I am so
Eileen.
glad to
Awesome to
see
see you.
you. I'm so glad to see you, Eileen.
Awesome. Always good to
Welcome to the
see you.
show,
Hey.
everybody. We're so glad you made it. So, we're going to have a little chit chatty today, yeah?
Yeah, we're just going to talk tech. Whatever. You can talk anything tech. You can bring up
Oh,
whatever you want. What?
I didn't know we were talking about technology. I did not expect that at all. Hmm.
Yeah,
All right,
sorry.
if you say so. If you say so.
Yes, we're going to talk a little bit and have some fun because today was a big day for Apple. Apple did a big
Oh.
presentation today on their new devices of their new
Mm.
Apple Watch number 8 and then the iPro 14 Max, whatever. All,
Mega, Bajunga, Humunga Wunga,
yeah, they introduced
Ultimate.
all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, so
Yeah.
we're going to chat about some of that today, I think. And
Okay.
whatever else anybody else wants to talk about, I think we should. I think we should have some fun with that.
Yeah. If
So,
you've heard about any tech in the news, we'd love to hear from you. And if you're interested in knowing
100%.
more about becoming a part of about the tech community here with
Hmm.
Michael and the Tinkering with Tech community, we'd encourage you to click that join button down there in the YouTube description down there
Be,
because
be
it's
awesome.
totally worth it. Trust me.
Totally worth it. Absolutely. Yeah. So, no, so Apple did their big thing and their reveal and all this kind of stuff that they did. They have brought out their new iPhones and their iWatches and all this kind of stuff. So I wanted to just kind of see what people's thoughts are on this and what they've been doing and what some of the things they were working on. I don't know if anybody watched it. I know I did
Check
because
this
I
out
do.
from Eileen. I'm
That
looking
part is
forward
good.
to getting it.
There you
Yep,
go. Pro Max. I hear you. That's the Mac
that's right.
Daddy, the big one. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Some of the cool stuff that they were talking about, I really liked. I thought it was pretty awesome, and just bringing up and talking about the different things and what they're working on. Some of the things, for example, I know that they mentioned was the fact that we had here. I'll put me up on there on that part. They mentioned one of the coolest things that I thought that they mentioned. I was telling you a little bit about it was they now have access. It's SOS type thing. It's a safety thing for reaching out through satellite instead of towers because most mobile services work on towers and stuff. But this is and they're offering up when they get the 14, they're offering this up for 2 years, the service. So obviously it'll become paid for, I would think, after that. But what's really cool about it is that you can send an SOS and it uses like your device to, because there's no way to see where the satellite or the tower is and all that. So you're sitting there going, and then it tells you that, hey, that's where the satellite is, and then you lock on, and it's limited. It's not like conversation back and forth.
Oh, okay.
It's more of send all your information that this is the issue and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it will send and it will send back and that kind of thing, but it takes too long. So they want to try and get all, it's really cool. You need to watch it. It's really, to me, it was worth the watch on that part, because I think it's really cool, the technology that's coming around.
That's pretty neat.
Kind of getting Star Trekky, you know?
Eileen says, I was surprised that they spent 50 minutes talking about the watches and AirPods before they even got to the iPhones, which is interesting. Richard says, I do nothing with Apple, so I feel bad for him. Only bananas in his house. Oh, he clarified. Strictly Android Google guy. Got it.
There you go.
And then, of course, Ron said, Apple Watch, the best. Like, I didn't expect that at all. I was interested because I just recently learned, I didn't realize this before, but for people who have, elderly assistance needs, that the Apple, the watch, I think it was the 7 version, has the capability of being able to tell if you've fallen. Like, you can set it up so that if you fall, like, you don't have to push a button, it knows you've fallen. So it's kind of cool. The technology is just amazing and so helpful if you can set it up and use it.
And they talked about this as well. There's sensitivity devices in your phone and your watch. I believe it was either or both or whatever. Same thing if you're in an accident. It's that impact, that hard impact. It says you've been in an accident, and then it asks you to reply or whatever. And if you reply, you can sit there and talk to your phone. It automatically connects you. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing.
That's amazing. Because could you imagine being incapacitated and not being able to move your arms or whatever, and you can't reach your phone because it flew off the phone holder or something? So
crazy.
That's really cool. Really cool. Mark has a question for us. Does Google have a watch coming out?
They do, actually. They actually do have a watch coming out, which is going to be really, really super cool. I mean, I'm looking forward to that. And you know me, I probably will purchase one. So.
It's on.
I have 2 hands.
I know. Me and Greg are talking that we both want the Google Watch when it becomes available. So Richard mentioned that there's a Galaxy 5 and the Pro.
Yep.
Crash detection available on Pixel. Good to know.
There you go. Yep.
The only thing I do with Apples is throw out the core, says Andrew.
I got you. It's pretty cool. And they're talking about how advanced it is. And that's one thing I can say about having the Pro 13, that I did have that, or do have that, the Max Pro. I absolutely love the video. Their video is outstanding. It's amazing. And the technology they have behind it is just super, super cool. I absolutely love that. I will truthfully say that I like that over my Pixel. I do. It's really good. Yeah. They do a good job.
It's fair to say.
Yeah. And they've done a great job with it. So, I mean, I love that kind of stuff. So, but anyway, so yeah, that's some cool stuff in the news and stuff that they're talking about. And I know that's going to get competitive, and I know Samsung will do their thing. Everybody's going to do their stuff to try and.
That's a win-win for all of us who love all the tech. Like, it doesn't matter to me anymore. I used to be very much like, I'm not even going to try that. But now that I work with an Apple computer, I actually work with 3 Apple computers every day. And so I've had to learn. And I did go kicking and screaming. I did, but I've enjoyed the process. It's been quite fun. So here's what I wanted to know from you was, what's the process when you get a new phone? Like, if you've got a phone that you don't need anymore, because in our house, we just keep it. We have like little devices all over the place that we can do stuff with. But if you want to do a trade-in, especially on those more expensive ones, is there a process to that?
I mean, I can't speak for the iPhone, but I can speak to the Pixel. And this is amazing because I just bought one for my mom. And this is an amazing process. I thought this was incredible. So you tell them that, yes, I want to do a trade-in. And then they say, they ask you a couple questions. Is the screen cracked? Just what can you turn it on? All those kind of things and stuff and all that. Really super cool. Really super cool. So you just answer that, and then what they do is they evaluate. When you get your new phone, you take the old one. You have to do a factory reset. They give you a box. This is what was amazing to me. This is just so cool. They have a sticker on a box, a label that mails it to you and everything. So in this box, you peel this thing off, and it opens it up, and it has a special envelope that you put your old phone in after it's factory reset, fold it, put it back in. It already has a sticky thing on there where you put it back and stick it back. It gives you this little, have you ever gotten those things where it has a little round sticker on it where you can pull it to make sure to see if it's been tampered with or whatever?
Oh yeah.
They give you those little rings for both sides in case you open it on either side, which is super cool too. And then you peel the corner of your label off, and inside is another sticker with the address to send it back to, all in the same box, everything. It was the coolest thing. I did it twice now. I know I'm like a kid in a candy store when it comes to weird stuff like this, but it was awesome.
You know why? I know exactly why. What you're describing is you got to be a part of like a CSI situation where you were like bagging the evidence and labeling it for court and whatnot. So
it was funny because we returned 2 phones doing it that way. And what was cool, what I really like even more is I got a $500 phone, but I got $300 credit back. That was incredible. So it only cost me $200. So that was pretty awesome. But anyway,
that's pretty awesome.
I know I'm kind of weird when it comes to stuff like that.
So Ron says, and I don't know, I want to see factual evidence on this one, please. 52% of the population in the US uses iPhone. I doubt that, to be honest with you, because 52% of the population, maybe 52% of cell phone users, maybe. But yeah, anyway, Heather, what are you working on with Apple computers now, and which ones are you using? Oh, why are you working? So yeah, we can talk about that in the after show. Like, let's talk about that in the backstage pass. I think that would be great.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
So really nobody said anything about the tech any news that they've heard tech wise, but you know what I am looking forward to?
What's
you ready?
That? Yeah, sure.
I'm looking forward to new Minecraft news coming in October. I just had to. I had to.
No, it's all good. It's all good. And there's definitely people out there that are doing that in tech for
But I have to wait until October, so that.
And I think you slipped this by, and I missed this because I was talking. But did you say that it's on your watch list for a watch?
Oh yeah.
List?
Yeah, great.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, because so here's the thing: we bought not so smart smartphones or smartwatches. Really, they're just ignorant. Is what they are. They're not smart at all. They're truly ignorant watches. And by that, I mean, you cannot, they don't do anything. Okay. Seriously. It's like, it's not even good enough to be called, a Fitbit knockoff. It's not even that good because you just do this a few times and you've walked like 1,000 steps, it says. So it's a real pain. And then it notifies you that you have like a text message, but it only gives you like 5 words. And then it's like ... And you got to pick up your phone anyway to see what the rest of the message is.
Quite the same.
And you cannot reply to the message from your phone. So no matter what, you have to pick up your phone. So it basically just annoys the heck out of you, and you have to charge it.
That is kind of strange.
Yeah. So it's truly the most ignorant watch I've ever purchased, and I want a different one. I want one that you can actually make a phone call, receive a phone call, check messages, even make a message back. I mean, I don't know why I'm asking for so much, but that's what I want to be able to do on my phone.
Keep in mind, though, I will say this because a lot of people didn't know this, even when I had to tell a couple of people this because they were asking me about it. Say, how do you like your Apple Watch? And I mean, as a matter of fact, this was this weekend. We had some people that were all gathered around, and they didn't realize that you have to have an account for that watch if you want to use it as a calling device. Now, it does work through your phone and everything, but if your phone is away, you will not be able to.
Right. You have to use it through Bluetooth. as a
You
Bluetooth
would.
device.
That's the only way that you can make
Yeah.
a phone call through. Yes. So
Yeah.
but they didn't understand that. They thought if I leave my house and I go on a walk and I have my watch, that's all I have.
Right.
I have to have an account to make a
But
phone
hold
call through.
Right. Hold
that
on.
watch.
What you mean is you have to create a phone line for it. It has to have its own line on the
It
cellular
does.
service. That's what
Yes.
you
Now
mean
it's a
by that.
discount.
Yeah.
Yes, and it is
Yeah.
it's not not full price. It's only like, I want to say
It's
$30 versus
yeah.
59 or whatever. So it's
Right.
like half price. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So
But you
keep that.
can
I just wanted everybody to keep that in mind in case they're not, oh, wow, I can do this. This is awesome. I'm going to be able to do this. And you're not able to do it.
but
And
you
have to
can
set it
as
up.
a Bluetooth device because I mean we used it that way. So I know that it's possible,
Yes.
but
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
just want to be able to have my phone in my pocket or my purse and be like, oh, okay,
Yep.
someone so just I don't want to answer
Send
their
a
call
text
right
message.
now and
Mm-hmm.
then, swipe left or whatever. I could
Mm-hmm.
not do any of that with my dumb
Mm-hmm.
phone, my dumb watch.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Yes, and I learned also, because I tried to do this, I wanted to do it through Google Fi, and Google Fi will not allow you to do that through your watch or whatever. So a couple things there just to throw that out there. But still, nonetheless, pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. It is, and it's amazing, amazing quality. My son and I both had one, and I tested it. I said, "Oh, I'm going to go walk down the street," and I was happened to be walking the dog. So when I made the phone call, I was talking like this most of the time with my arm up, talking into the watch, etc., and all that kind of stuff. And I said, "Oh, hold on a second." And I was sitting there talking to the dog, and he could hear me, and he said, "I can hear you right now." I said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, I can hear you right now." And my hand was down by my side. I mean, it was down, and I said, "Can you really?" He says, "Oh yeah." He said, "It sounds like it's the same as when you had it here." And I was like, "Oh, no way." So we tested that for a little bit.
That's funny. Wow.
I was just walking and talking. I mean, I was just
And
walking
he could
along,
hear you just fine. Wow.
and it was just a straight up conversation. So it was really kind of cool. It was really neat. I love it.
All right, enough of us for a second. Let's go back to the audience.
Let's
So
go out.
Jolin says, although I don't work with the Apple side at the computer club, I've watched many of our members come in to buy new Apple products, and Apple nearly always does buyback recycle of earlier devices. Exactly right. So does Google. I've been experiencing that as well.
Yeah, they do. Yep.
Mark questioned live streaming to LinkedIn.
No, I'm not. I don't have a LinkedIn account to stream to them. But I know it's possible with StreamYard.
Cool.
So,
all right. Andrew says, how so after getting a new phone, can you actually use it for account verification?
Yes, right? Yeah.
I mean, as long as you have Wi-Fi for it, you can use all the apps on it for the most part. It just becomes a wireless device is what how do you say that? Wi-Fi device. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey Mark,
there you go.
Eileen has a video about LinkedIn Live, so go check it out.
There you go. Go check it out.
And Mike says that sounds like a selling feature, free steps. Yeah, if you just wave your arm around, you get free steps. It's not very helpful. It's not very helpful. I can do those things with my watch, Richard says. He has a Galaxy Watch 4 Classic, which is awesome. Yeah. Each device needs an account. Verizon needs the money.
Needs the money. That's right. Exactly.
Google Fi will be available on the Pixel Watch.
That's good to see and hear. That'll be. Yeah, I don't know if that's a question mark or if he knows that for a fact, because it's interesting because it's going to be hard to tie a phone number to that, and if they make the watch available in other countries where Fi is not available, so I don't know how all that's going to work, but that would be super cool if you can set up an account and use it as a phone, your watch as a phone using a Google Fi account. That's what I'm saying is that you can't do right now with an Apple Watch. So if that does work, that's going to be super cool. I will love that. And they talked about in this event also at the Apple event, they talked about eSIM. A lot of people are going to eSIM.
Oh, yeah.
So people can't steal your info and steal that SIM card and do whatever and have all your info. So it's kind of cool that they're doing that kind of stuff to put it all in the cloud and more secure. Yeah.
Interesting. All right. So Bill says, I didn't know you guys were so geeky. Seriously,
We
Bill,
are
how long have we
geeking
known each
out.
other? Come on.
We are geeking
Um,
out.
Correction from Andrew. It was actually how soon after.
Oh,
How
oh,
soon
I see.
after getting a new phone can you actually use it for account verification?
As soon as you sign up, as soon as it's signed up with a service, you can start doing that. So yes, as soon as it's signed in and signed up. I also have a Samsung phone, so I can do more with my watch than if I didn't have a Samsung watch. Oh yeah,
So
makes
I will
sense.
tell you, this is
Makes
interesting.
sense.
Our youngest son got a Samsung watch, and that's what actually convinced us that, yeah, we definitely want a smartwatch. Because up to the point that he got that Samsung watch, we weren't impressed. We were like, forget it. Of course, we didn't realize how dumb our watches were at the time, but we thought they were all like the ones we bought. But experiencing what he experienced with his Samsung watch, it was like, yeah, I want this. I want this really bad because it's so convenient to just be like, you're in a
Hmm.
meeting or whatever, and you can just sort of slyly
Yeah.
whatever, and not take your phone out when you're at dinner with somebody and just be like, I'm at dinner, and it just pop it
Mm-hmm.
away, and nobody even knows that you sent a message or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's so valuable to me because I really want to be present. I'm
Yep.
striving really hard to be present, but everything is calling my attention, 2 jobs, this show,
Amen.
all kinds of things happening all the time that I do need to take care of, but I really
Mm-hmm.
don't want this person that I'm with to feel like they are unimportant to me. So honestly, it would be valuable to me to be able to go, yeah, I know. And then it's gone that quick. So anyway.
Yep. Yep. And that's all the phones have where you can also voice to it too, if you real quick, if you needed to do that too. So yeah,
Yep.
phone,
I
not
can voice
watch.
type messages so I don't have to use a keyboard. Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
I do that in the car every single day.
Yeah, I
I
do
did
it
that.
all the
I
time.
was doing that to you today, and I don't know what it said, but I don't think it was what I said. I'm just telling you right
It's
now, Michael.
hilarious. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. That's awesome.
I
I do
saw
that.
I
I
saw
take
it as I
notes
was
all the
coming
time.
into the meeting and was like, I didn't say that.
It's kind of crazy when how much we're getting into that
Mm,
part of the technology part of it too, the voice part
yeah.
of it and things. Like I just taught my mother how to use the Google Keep audio. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Just
I
tap
love
it, hit that on the button, and do an audio message and just leave it, and then it'll transcribe it for you too. I mean, just so quick, so easy, and you can just quickly do it. And you can pull it up on an app on your device and just do it really quickly. She does it. She doesn't have a watch, but she does it on her phone. So yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
really cool stuff.
Seizure the day. Hello. I
Hey,
bought my mom.
Roxanne.
Yeah, that's right, Roxanne. I bought my mom an Apple Watch for her birthday, thinking it was better than her Samsung. Nope, Samsung was better. There you go.
Well,
Ron
I mean,
said
that's a pretty loaded question, but anyway, go ahead. Or
Ron
answer.
said this afternoon I got an important text message, but my phone was upstairs. It displayed on my
Mhm.
watch, which is
Yeah, I love
exactly what
that
I'm
kind of
talking
stuff.
about.
I
That's exact.
know.
I leave my phone in my purse hanging up on the wall all the time, and if I had my
Yep.
watch, it would remind me, you know.
Hmm.
So, anyway.
Yep. Amen.
Anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts, and they're
Awesome.
valuable.
Awesome stuff. That's so cool. Good stuff. And thank you, everybody that's watching. If you're watching this in replay, tell us in the comments. We would love to know what tech are you using? What tech do you have? This isn't meant just to be, this is just to kind of introduce you or show you stuff that's going on out there in the real world. So it's really kind of cool. I love using the different devices and all the different things we have. We'd love to have everybody join us in the Backstage Pass that is a member. Lots of members out there watching because you saw the little symbol next to your name.
Hmm.
We appreciate your support. We really do. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
And for those of
100%.
you who are not yet members, and maybe you're
Come
watching this in
on.
replay and you're wondering
Come
what's the
on.
big deal, you're missing out on hanging out with us in the Backstage Pass where we talk about all kinds of cool stuff, not just what you heard today, but whatever they're wanting to talk about. It's actually really kind of a cool place to be. And you are invited to join by just hitting that join button and join at the membership level. We'd love to see you.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate you. I know you've been
Absolutely.
busy, and I appreciate you. So I'll see you in the Backstage Pass for a little bit
You
anyway.
got it.
All right. We'll see you guys. Thanks, everybody. Bye, all. Take care.